Right, there we go. Here's a mess right there, isn't it? Lovely. Oh, failed stream again. Lovely. Thank you, boss bar. For some reason, the boss bar failed there. Let's turn that off then. That's weird because I was on this scene like 2 minutes ago. If I bring it back, is it? No. All right, weird. All right, we'll leave it off then. Right. I just realised you can see my my channel point redemptions. Let's just switch over to that one. That's fine because we're going to need that in a sec. But yeah, hello. We're doing some programming today. Let me actually pull up what I'm looking at right now. Minecraft. So, I've got a little local server running because today the plan is we're going to work on the torture plugin. The lovely torture plugin that everyone can redeem channel points on Twitch and things happen in game. We're actually going to be working on that plugin today. extending some of the functionality so that you can perform certain things in game client side. On a call and can't hear you. No worries, it's all good, it's all good. But yeah, so that's the plan for today. We're going to extend our server plugin so that you can do some stuff off Twitch, basically, because at the moment it is 100% Twitch and only Twitch, as in you redeem channel points on Twitch, things happen in game. There's no way of those things happening in game through an in-game action, if that makes sense. You can't like trigger it with a command or you know, press a button in game and it triggers it. But that's what we're going to be changing. We're going to be expanding the plugin so that it's going to have to work with the client-side mod, because I don't think you can map keybinds client-side for a plugin. That's going to be a client-side mod we work on a bit further down the line. But in order for them to talk to each other, actually, yeah, kind of in order for them to talk to each other, we need to make some changes to the plugin, which is what the plan is for today. Specifically, we're going to make it so that you can redeem some of these points, these channel point things in game with commands. For today, they'll all be free. They won't cost any channel points. You'll be able to talk to me all you want, although I'll be in creative, so you won't actually be torturing me. But you know, you'll be able to summon creepers and stuff. We've actually got a couple of redemptions. I say creepers, TNT and stuff. Redemptions at the minute, because I want to make sure it still works. Okay, it still works. Good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that a redemption would still work, because I've made some changes. I've already made some pretty heavy changes to this plugin as it is right now. Yeah, so I can already see all of the changes I've made. Why? Okay, 1 second. Let me just check something. Where's that? Performing command. It's going to be at the end of torture command, isn't it? Perform command, here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Spawn TNT, and then 2 arguments, and then the 5 numericals. Why have I got an extra pipe? That's silly of me. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now. We'll get to this in a second. 10 seconds. It's not a cooldown anymore, is it? Oh no, it is a cooldown. Sorry, it is a cooldown now. Yes. Sunbucks in world at location. Okay, so failed. Make sure. Lovely. Okay, that's annoying. That's something I'm gonna need to fix. There's a bug in the automatically approving and denying of channel point things. We're not going to worry about that today. That's nothing to worry about. Anyway, yeah, so like I said, I've already made plenty. Oh god, I don't do that. Jeez, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons today. I've just like destroyed my Google Chrome. What are you doing? There we go. Right. Yes, so I just wanted to make sure the channel points still work, because I've made some changes and I didn't want to accidentally broken something. But we're all good. It seems like we are all golden. Just to be sure, let's just do a couple of extra ones that maybe affect things in different ways. Fireworks. Okay, it still tracks me. That's good. So that means delays are working. Another delay test. Don't worry about that. I need to retest that over here somewhere, because I think specifically in this area is glitched so that the entomb wouldn't work. I need to go over here. This will be where we actually test to see if it works. I might have broken the entomb command. Oh, it's on cooldown. Oh, I don't want to remove the cooldowns just for the stream though. I mean, it removed the blocks. We'll test that again in 5 minutes. I just need to be careful about setting like commands that set blocks in this area, just because this is where I test all my stuff, like specifically on this platform here, and this sort of general area around here. So it's entirely possible that there's a bunch of like air blocks here that have like metadata tags that are stopping the commands from working. So to test them, I'm gonna have to move away, like over here. So for example, let's just test. I think I've got an anvil one. Have we got an anvil one? No, we've got a destroyed bed. Noise. Fireworks. Yep, the fireworks are working. Let's pop a bed down. Here we go. I'm here, by the way, but just working on my CV. Fair enough, fair enough. Where would I find it? In decoration? I genuinely have no idea where beds are. Oh, there they are. Right, if I right click that and then let's do a destroy my bed. Here we go. Okay, so I have actually broken destroy bed. That's interesting. Why can't it read that? No, it recognizes it. That's weird. But it doesn't at the same time. Interesting. Okay, so destroy bed seems to actually be broken. Did you attempt to sleep and set your spawn? I did, yeah. It won't set my spawn now. That's interesting. Bed breaking is actually broken. But it's weird because it was working fine at first. Oh, I wonder. No. Oh, hang on. No, that wouldn't be it. I don't know. We'll look into that. We'll try and fix that today. Use the search. Can you wait? Can you search for channel points? Use the search. What search would you want about? No. Use the search. Items and career. Oh, to find bed. Yeah, that would have been better. Yeah. All right, we're going to need to look into bed. So for now, we're going to stick that at the end because that's something we need to fix. And ideally, I'd like to get that fixed today. Has it been 5 minutes yet? Can I use Entomb again? Let's see. Because I need to see if that's broken as well. No, a minute and a half. Yeah, we need to see if Entomb's broken. It shouldn't be broken here. If it is, then we need to fix that. Yeah. But yeah, so plan for today, like I said, is to get some commands working, which is going to involve us having to learn some stuff because I have no idea how to use the command library that I got. Thankfully, it's got some documentation, and it's really, I have read through some of it. It's pretty easy to understand, and I mean, I kind of already know what I'm going to do in terms of setting it all up. I just need to have it on the side to refer to. When we switch over to the coding view, we will have the code be the main window, and then you'll see in the bottom right my Chrome window where you can see the documentation. I've also got some buttons that I can use to switch so that the documentation becomes the big screen and the code becomes the little one. So yay, got stuff all set up. I've even got a little, oh, that pops up below Minecraft. Okay, well, I've got another window that I want to show off as well. It's a little text editor that contains the config file for the server. There are some things we need to take out of that at some point. Grats on 0. Oh, why is that broken? Oh my god, everything's broken. Ah, I wonder. That might be why. I wonder if that's why my thing is not working. If I just try and toggle it again. Hold on a second. Let me just try something. Streamlabs. Is my Streamlabs disconnected? I think my Streamlabs has just like died. You are unable to log in at this time. Please try again in a few minutes. I think all of my Twitch links have like all just died. With the exception of the Torture plugin. That's really weird. Let's try again. Alright, I mean I can log into Twitch, I know that because I've got the channel point redemptions on. That's really odd. Maybe Streamlabs are having problems. Okay, this is interesting. We have broken this. Okay, we're probably gonna that block's there, probably gonna disappear. Right, so Entomb is broken. It's not on the actual server at the minute, but then it will be when I next update the plugin. The question is why, and how am I going to remind myself of that? We're going to get some red sand. Where's red sand? Red sand. There we go. That block didn't disappear. Interesting. Okay, so that worked. Weird. Right, is this thing gonna let me in? And actually, that would explain why the boss bar isn't working, because Streamlabs specifically is yeah, Streamlabs is what we what connects to the boss bar. Yeah. Right. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Streamlabs not working. Just going to see if there's an outage on Streamlabs. No. Weird. Definitely very odd. Oh. I think I might know what's causing this problem, and I'm really hoping it's not what I'm thinking of. It might be what I'm thinking of. All right, we'll have to leave it for a bit. If it's what I'm thinking of, I won't be able to fix it this stream. Okay, for you, no worries, LP, no worries. All right, so we know Entomb's broken. That makes me wonder if anything else is actually broken then. So Anvil, I need to turn on Anvil to test that, because that's another one of those destroy. Yeah, one of those transform blocks, and fire as well. And screw it, sand and gravel as well. There's no point in testing the time ones because they won't work. Right, let's come over here. Let's start us off with an anvil. Okay, so that works. That's cool. Then let's go for fire around me. Does that work? Yeah, that works as well. I don't really have to put all the fire out, but why not? I also need to figure out how to get the anvil fixed as well, so that it despawns, because there's now like a metadated block up there that's like, well, there won't be actually. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue anymore. But anyway, what else is there? There's the sand and gravel redeem. Yeah, okay, so that kind of works. Oh, yeah, no, why? Okay, that kind of worked. We're missing a corner. Not sure why, but that should, in theory, disappear. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I set up the code to clean this up as well. We're going to handle the anvil. Yeah, there you go. So that cleans itself up, and the metadata should be gone as well. What else did I just turn on? Or was that it? I think that was it. Yeah. I mean, we can spawn cows, but why not? Does that work? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Right, okay, so we know things are working. In that case, let's just kill these cows, because they're going to be loud. Okay. Okay, so I think our first step should be to try and figure out why everything's broken. Or I say everything, the entomb and the bed. Let's start with entomb. So first things first, let's go back into that. Turn off Minecraft. Right, and then I can, we'll leave the channel point redemptions. No, I mean, I'll move away from it. There we go. Okay, so let me zoom in a bit with the, can I zoom in? No, is it not gonna, why can't I zoom in? What? Jesus. Hang on, let me, I didn't think I'd have to have a problem with this. Tools, no, where's the bloody, where are the options? Oh, there it is. Right, I'm just gonna modify the font size. Font size, we're gonna make it 24. That might be a bit too big. A little bit too big. Let's make it 22. That's still really big. I hope you guys can read it though. Right, here we go. So this is the code. This massive file that's got like 1,800 lines of code. I was literally just on the code. Here it is, tomb. So at the minute, it's broken. Why? Ah, oh, okay. This might be in part due to this. There we go. I have modified these things here. So let's see, tomb. Here it is, tomb. Right, now, what numbers are we looking at? So we know that there's a problem in that it's just doing one stack of blocks that's like 8 high. Now, I think I know what the problem is, because we got an 8 here. Yeah, I know exactly what the problem is. What it was I recently added additional like numbers and stuff. So specifically, if I go into connection, here we've got this convert to command. We've basically all of these. Oh, I just realized you can't see the code. I needed to go back to this anyway. All of these things here, these are the commands that trigger what happens in the game. Well, this is what Twitch sees, this code here. This is what's in the channel point, the redemption. Twitch then sends a ping over to the server. The server has this information here and says, well, of all of these things, which one was just triggered? It finds the relevant one and says, okay, well, I'm going to use the command matched up with this, and the command is made up using this information here. Looks like a bunch of gibberish at the minute, I'm sure, but we see there's tomb, half, a bunch of empty spaces between these pipe characters, some numbers, you know, bunch of pipes. So if I hide that and go back to the code, so this here is where we take in the input. So this input thing here is where we take each of those lines to create the command. We then create an array called n, which is the input split by the pipe character. And we have to do -1 here just because if we don't, then it will trim all of the empty pipes off the edge, which we don't want because we still want to get the empty ones. We just want to handle them if they're empty. And then what we do is we got a little try block here because I was running into errors earlier. We don't actually need this, but it's always good for error capturing and stuff. But yeah, we take all of the values. So this is all of the individual segments between the pipes. So S1 would be equal to the tomb star or whatever it is. It's just looking through, yeah, tomb H15 star, for example. So that's what that is, S1. S2 would be the half or the full part. And then S3, do we have an S3? S3, no, sorry. S2 is the tomb part. Is that right? Oh, yes, yeah. So S1 is the command, like, tag, I guess. What Twitch shows, the star thingy star. S2 is then what the command is. So it's tomb. We know it triggers the tomb command. S3 is then a piece of criteria. It's criteria, a bit of information. So in this case, it would be half or full. Half being like we get like a empty cylinder, and then full is a filled-in cylinder. S4 for all of the commands at the minute is empty. It's just an extra string, and S5 is again empty for everything, but it's there specifically actually for the tomb command, because I want S4 to then be used to determine whether it's going to be a sand tomb, cobblestone, obsidian, bedrock, glass, dirt. You know, we can pass in some kind of string to determine what type it should be, and that's the main reason why I extended the commands to support up to 5 strings, including the name of the, like, what Twitch recognizes as like the unique ID, I guess, and the name and like what command it is. But yeah, so those are the first 5 values that we saw, and then we've got numbers. So the next 5 are then just numbers. So what was it we had? If I just pull this back up again, we've got this 0 and an 8. So first of all, that S4 and S5 are these empty spots here. I know it's probably really hard to tell because it's not really massive text, but I don't know if you can see that. Those 2 empty spaces, that's S2 and S4 and S5. So we've got S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Then you've got N1, N2, and then N3, N4, N5. And then we've got 2 final spots here. So we've got 1 spot here, and then there's a final pipe, and then the final value would be after that final pipe. So heading back over to the code, those final 2 values is CD and CO. CD is cooldown, CO is cost. And basically what we do is we just basically split this array, which is made up of all the individual bits between the pipes, with like the first one being the first index in the array, or 0th index, I guess, the first element in the array, and so on and so forth. So split it up into like these keywords: S1, S2, S3, S4, blah blah blah. We convert the numbers into floats, which are decimal point numbers. So we got like N1F, which indicates it's an N1 float. This is just something I've called it. You can call it whatever you want if you want it to do your own coding. But what we do is we check to see if N1 is empty, N1 being the string. All that means is if there is no value there. So we saw that there was a 0 and an 8 for the entomb, but then there's like a bunch of empty pipes. Well, if it's empty, then we just register it as a 0. Otherwise, we try and take that string and turn it into a float value, like an actual number value that we can use as a number. We do that for the 5 numbers arguments, N1 to 5, and then the CD and CO, we actually do the same thing, but we register them as an integer, which means they don't have a decimal point. And I've also, this is going to eventually be a 0. This actually, no, I'm not covering it. That's good. So CDI, if it's empty, which all of them are in a minute, none of them have a cooldown or a cost. If it's empty, then we give it a default cooldown of 10. That's 10 seconds. Otherwise, we try and take the string and convert it into an integer. And the cost is 0. Only reason it's 10 at the minute is because once we actually get some commands in, like spawning TNT, and you guys, if you guys wanted to jump on, you can once we've got that sorted. I just figure if we're all spamming TNT, it's going to get hectic. So cooldown of 10 just makes it easier. Anyway, once we've done all that, we register it as a torture command, and then like if I go into here, like it takes all of these things in. I could probably like format this a bit better. There we go. Whatever. And then it assigns these values that we pass in that we've just got on the S1 to 5, N1 to 5, CD and CT. Okay, I called it CT in this one instead of CO, but whatever. Yeah, and we just then assign it to our values in the torture command class, and this object here is what actually does all of the stuff, specifically this action command. What we do is we actually, this is like, this here is the spawn command. So when you guys do a spawn TNT, it runs into this piece of code here and says, okay, well, it's a spawn command. Right, what's the criteria? It's TNT. Okay, so we want to have, we've got this E variable, this E variable right here, entity type E. And we say, okay, well, E is equal to prime TNT. Simple as that. And then we just do this spawn mob task. Should really be called spawn entity, but whatever. Spawn mob task, and we pass in E, we pass in L, which is the location. We pass in my name, or rather the name of the player that this is getting spawned on, which also matches up with the location of that player, and then the plugin as well. And the reason we have to pass these 2 pieces of information in, as in the player's name, the plugin, is because that is what makes it so that the creepers and TNT will only destroy my blocks and no one else's. That's specifically for that. But yeah, so we were working on the tomb command. Where's the tomb command? Here it is. So tomb's broken. Like I said, we've got some numbers, and I think I know what's happening. And that is that numerical argument number one. So N1 is currently 0, and N2 is 8. We're using N1, which is argument 1 here, as its range, which is 0. So it's a 0 range, which means it's not going out anywhere. We're not expanding the tomb, if that makes sense. Like, the range is how far out we want this tomb to be, or rather the size of it, because we actually get the radius of it. We divide range by 2, which is double r. R is the radius, and we just divide range by 2 for the radius. But the range is actually the full size. It's 0 at the minute, which is the problem. We've also got height, which is argument 2, which is 8, which is why it's 8 blocks tall. The reason it's broken now and wasn't before is because, like I mentioned on Discord, I had to add a bunch of extra stuff to the config, because originally this didn't look like this. All of this convert to command thing, which takes S1 to S5, N1 to N5, and CD and CO, that didn't exist before. It was literally just S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. That was it. Or, I mean, if we're going to be specific about it, it was S1, 2, 3, and N1 and 2. That's how it was. It was 3 strings and 2 numbers, and that was it. There was no cooldown, no cost. We didn't have all the extra numbers or strings. And the reason it's broken the tomb is because initially I didn't have the height. That's something I added since adding the additional things, and I just haven't restructured the config file, which I'm actually just going to do. You won't see me do it just because you don't really need to. But yeah, so this is the range. So we actually want to reverse these. Actually, give me a second. Let me just check something. Where do we get type from? Additional 1. Okay, so apparently I've already set up tomb. Yeah, I've already set up tomb in the code to support this new thing. Okay. So additional 1 would be the equivalent of S4. Yeah, so we've got S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Okay, in that case then I just need to make changes to the config and we should have this working. Like, this should just straight up work wonders. In that case, I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm just modifying the config. I'm gonna have to restart the server. It's probably a quicker way of doing this. Oh crud. Just realised I can't control click while on top of the stream chat. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right. So we know that's range, height. Right, how tall should these be? So LP said, you said 5, I think, LP, didn't you? Let's actually leave those as 8. Oh, yeah, I want these to be 10. That's right. I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking, what am I doing here? What numbers am I typing? Okay, back temporarily. So many calls. Also, are you also modifying for random harder blocks like cobble or sandstone, etc.? Yes, I am. Yeah. Oh no, not random. No. It's hard coded specifically. You'll see. You'll see. So this, what is the current command? 1 5. Okay, which means the 1 needs to be. Yeah, the 1 needs to be random, which means, what have we got in our code? So we're taking the type. If not random. Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. So if not random, then we try and get the material that matches type. So we want to do. Is this case insensitive? Size name there given in the enum. Yes, it is case sensitive, which means I want to do .2 uppercase. Okay. Right. Once I've done my CV, where should I send it? Just send it to me. I'll pass it on. Why is my restream chat like playing up? Right. So that doesn't want to be uppercase. Right. What's I've forgotten what types I had before. We've got dirt, I guess. Dirt. Then we've got the random, which is going to be random doesn't actually mean random. It means sand, red sand or gravel. Cobblestone. And then there was 2 more levels, which is obsidian and bedrock. There we go. So this will actually be our very first. This is cool. This will be our first like new command structure thing. No, didn't. Whoa, hang on a sec. Oh wait, yeah. Have I? Oh no, I did do that right. Okay. So this has got to be 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but don't you worry. 5, 5, 5, 5. Dirt, random, cobblestone. Obsidian, bedrock, dirt, random, cobblestone. Obsidian, cobblestone. Oh, it's annoying. There we go. And then bedrock, right. Get rid of that random there and there. Okay. I know you can't see what I've just done, but I think I've just fixed Entomb, and I am actually going to test it. So I'm going to just connect from Minecraft. Let's just pull Minecraft back up. I have to stop the server, unfortunately. Bit of an annoying thing when I make changes to the config file and to the plugin. I have to stop the server, but that's fine. There we go. Start that back out. So how are we all doing today, by the way? Also, if anyone does want to jump on the server, I mean, like at the moment, there's not really going to be any benefit to it. But if anyone does want to, just let me know, and I can send I'll send over the IP over Discord. Just because it is connecting to my personal IP, I don't really want to put it in Twitch chat because I'm running the server locally. Oh, pick me. Okay, I will do. I'll send it to you now. Like I said, I mean, there's not really you're not going to find any benefit to joining right now, and also the server will go offline quite a bit as I'm adding things, changing things. But once we get the in-game command sorted and the macro stuff sorted, that'd be great. Sorry, did you respond to my question? Yes, streams. If you just send it to me, then I can pass it on. Right. There we go, LP. If you connect to that, that should let you in. Yeah, how do you... Oh, just Discord it. If you can't send it over Discord, then email it. I'll send you my email address. If you can't send it over Discord, then just send it to that email, and I'll yeah, there you go. So if you send it to that email, I can pick it up from there, and then I can download it. All right, let's jump back on the server. Okay. So this Entomb should be 5 high. Why is it 199? There we go. That should be 5 high and 10 wide in total. Yeah, 10 wide in total. Looks 5 high and 10 wide in total to me. There we go. And it's also random, as I mentioned. However, what we can do is I'm gonna just for this one time only, I'm going to modify the Entomb command. Why is it 199? I think I yeah, weird. I mispriced it. Okay, that's broken. That's something I'm not too fussed about at the minute. The fact it leaves leftover blocks there is that's literally just because of how falling blocks act, and that's going to be a bit tricky fixing that. But I'm not too fussed about that one. Instead, what I want to do is I want to modify the entomb. We want to make that 2, and this, what I'm doing now, we shouldn't have a problem with. There we go. Shouldn't have a problem with that. Also, does that like allow us to reuse it instantly, or is it still on cooldown? Still on cooldown. Bugger. Do you know what? Screw it. For now, we are gonna do this cooldown of 0 minutes. That didn't do what I thought it would do at all. Interesting. No, okay, it did do what it was supposed to do. It just didn't at the same time. Yeah, it did work. Alright, to fix this, it's going to be real simple. I'm just going to have to come into here. And all I've got to do is, I'm obviously misunderstanding material. I can't type material dot cobble. It's cobblestone. What? Huh? Okay. What I'm thinking is I'm actually going to do a dot to uppercase here, so that we don't have to worry about doing it down here. Okay, apparently it's not recognizing cobblestone as a valid material. Attempts to get the material with the given name. This is, I know you can't read this actually. Given this is a normal lookup. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, this is a massive file. This is horrible. I'll do a search here, can't I? Get material. Did the music just stop? Oh, I know why the music just stopped. It's because of this bloody... Did the stream just like have a hissy fit? No, I hope not. The for some reason the documentation for the Java sites is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like, it's so buggy. Like, it's slows things down big time. Basically, it's killed Chrome. Yeah, Chrome's like dead. I know I can scroll through the page. It's just none of the other tabs are responsive. Okay. It's just terrible. Jesus Christ. Method summary. Okay. Get material. Attempts to get the material with the given name. Yes, let me see it, please. So normal lookup. Legacy materials. It doesn't... I'm not sure. Not sure why this isn't working. Right, let's... Can you please die? Please close. Go away. Oh, gonna have to wait like 5 minutes for that to close. Get material. Right, I'm not sure why the type thing isn't working. That is odd. Just thinking. Right, let's try one other thing. I'm gonna need my Chrome window back, please. Oh my god. Trying to think of how I can go about closing this without destroying Chrome all over the place, because I'd rather not. I want my music playing. Also, LP, are you just playing along? You just like, you know, playing a bit of survival at the minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got Chrome back. Jesus. Maybe. Right, let's just modify this in 2 mods more. I'm gonna make that 3. What's the, yeah, 3. Right, let me just move out of the way over here. So this should be obsidian if it's worked. Dream redeem. What? What's it doing? This is annoying. Oh no, I think I've just realized what's going on. I know what's happened. I haven't updated the actual plugin. I've got to rebuild the plugin. So LP server's going to go down. I just realized the plugin with the uppercase hasn't actually been put in on the server yet. So yeah, server's got to go down. I'm gonna type stop. There we go. It's gonna kick you off. There we go. Okay. Just gonna load it back up now because it copies over real quick. Right, just gotta play the waiting game now. Unfortunately, my local server isn't as quick to boot back up than the actual community server. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, when you run a paper server locally, I'm sure there's something I can type into the start script to skip this, but it pauses for like 30 seconds or something. Here we go. There we go. It's now actually loading up. It's something like 20-30 seconds or something. It pauses and it's like, why? Why does it pause? I say it's starting up. It's not. It's just it did one extra line. There we go. Now it's warning me about, oh, you know, you need to make sure you've got an updated version of Java, blah, blah, blah. Which I have, it's fine. Come on, it's loading libraries. There we go. Now it's loaded the recipes. Oh, that's just reminded me. It's mentioned how it's loaded TerraLeft. Guess what? LP, you suggested we use TerraLeft. Do you know what else? Do you know what I wish I'd done? I really wish that I'd spent more time looking into TerraLeft, because it turns out the guy who made TerraLeft has also made a Nether version and an End version. They're called different things. I've actually closed the tabs since, but I know how to get to them. I know the... Actually, I'm on his Discord server. I can see over here. So he's got Incendium, which is the Nether version, and Nullscape is the Void one. Now, the big question that we need to worry about... Server's back up, by the way. Should be, yeah. The big question is, do we want to use them? Keeping in mind the fact that in order to do that, we do have to regenerate the world, which means regenerating the Nether and the End. I know you've already got your End farm, and I don't know who's gone into the Nether and if anyone's built anything, but it's an option if we want. Like, if you guys want us to do that, we can do. All I'd have to do is delete the End and Nether worlds, the folders for them, and just import the data packs, and it should regen. It should kick it, like, next time someone goes to the Nether or the End, it should kick in. But I mean, it's something I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put out on the Discord. Ping Dino and you, and I don't know, maybe I might set up a Minecraft role. Yeah, you'd have to rebuild your Enderman farm. That is the only downside. Right, what was I doing? Channel points in Tomb. So this should be obsidian. Hey, there we go. That's what we're after. Sweet. If anyone's wondering why that's obsidian and not sand/gravel, it's because if you look at the command on Twitch, it's Tomb H35 as opposed to the regular Tomb H15. 2.5, which I tried earlier, would have been cobblestone. Okay, I can change that back now. Change it back to 1.5. Actually, let's make it 2.5 for the remainder of the stream, just because that's cobble and it's easier to clean up and it doesn't like break. GG what? Oh, as in GG we fixed it. Yeah. Don't know what's broken the bed yet though. That's a bit annoying. And we're actually getting an error with the bed. There's an actual error in the code in the console log. So yeah, I need to figure that one out. So let's do it. Right, the respawn point set. Let's see what the problem is. I just realised you guys can't actually see Minecraft. That was stupid of me. What am I doing? So you missed out on the tomb, but basically it was obsidian and cobble. Right. Destroy bed. Redeem. Yeah, it doesn't work. Why? Weird to see this world back as raw. I know. Yeah, this is the same world as what's on the community server. Although, what's interesting is this is how I found out that ore generation is unique. It is separate from the seed. The ores in this world are completely different from the ore in our server. And I'm not talking about as in like the custom diamond generation. I'm talking just like vanilla ore. It's like a different pattern. It's great. Right. So we're getting an error. The error is illegal state exception. Tile is null. Asynchronous access. Craft block. Block position to the white bed. Yeah. Facing west. Occupy false part head. Okay. So we're getting an error. It's an illegal state exception. Okay. It's on about something to do with asynchronous access. Okay, well, let's just have a quick look. If we scroll up to the bed breaking, block spawner, is it here? Sand, it might not be. No, tomb. It will be in damage. I think there's a damage one. Yeah, here it is. Damaged bed. So location bed spawn, P get bed spawn location. Yeah, first of all, if I don't have a bed, if there's no bed registered to me, it just doesn't do anything. It returns false. So then what we try and do is we attempt to find the bed, because as I mentioned, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. I mentioned it. It was recently. It was when me and LP were building the animal farm. I mentioned that that the bed code is janky in that I can't actually get the bed location itself. I don't think. If I do dot get bed, oh, is that new? Apparently there is a get bed location. Oh, is currently sleeping in. There we go. If I'm not sleeping, I get an illegal state exception, which is, funnily enough, the one that the error we're getting in a minute. It's just, I think it's a different illegal state exception. But yeah, so the way I have to do it instead is I have to go, yeah, through a 5x5x5 area around the bed spawn location with the, you know, the bed spawn location, like as in where I would spawn if I died. So where I would return to, that location with that in the center, and then a 5x5x5 area with that in the center. I then have to find the beds within that range. So what I do is I obtain the block. I iterate through first of all, I iterate through the area. So we sort of scan it block by block. You know, on the x-axis we go, you know, from -2 to +2. That's relative to that spawn location. And for each block on the x-axis, we go across the z-axis as well. Again, -2 to +2. Again, relative to the spawn location that I spawn at. And then, again, keeping in mind, we're now doing this sort of like grid pattern on one axis, or two axis, sorry, on like a 2D plane. We then want to introduce the y axis, which gives us a 3-dimensional search sort of thing. And anyway, for each of these blocks in this 5x5x5 cube, we check it. First of all, we get the block at that location. Yeah, so we say, okay, well, we want to get the x position of that spawn point, and we add on our, you know, our -2 or -1, 0, +1, +2, and we do that for x, y, z, and say, okay, well, give me the block at that place. And then I've got my own little custom isBed command, and I think all it does is just checks the material. If the material of the block it finds is one of the bed materials, then we basically change it to air. Yeah, we do a block change task where I pass in the block, tell it to turn it to air. And then again, I have to give it my name because there's metadata tags and stuff, which you have to associate it with a player. I think there's a reason for it. R, I think, is revert. RD, so this value here is whether or not we revert back to the original material, which is how we handle. That's how the entomb is sort of done. The entomb has that R set to true, so this would be true, and that would be 30. So 30 seconds. This RD is a delay between now and when it should revert. As in, you know, delay between like when the block gets changed to this material to when it should go back. And then we pass in the plugin again for metadata reasons. So the question is, I guess the question is, where's the error happening? Is it happening in the block change task? And the question is, if it is, why isn't it happening for anything else? I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it would be registered as a falling block. I mean, that shouldn't even come into question because we're not reverting, so it's not like we're checking for a falling block. And we know it's not a falling block because it's only a falling block if it's sand, red sand, or gravel. I do also... can an anvil be a falling block? I just need to check something. I was hoping that'd be like an enum. Emailed. Awesome. Fair enough. I will. There it is. Yeah, I got it. I will grab that. Love you too. I'll grab that after stream. I'll save it. I'm gonna leave a notification there. Right. So why is the bed breaking? We're not reverting. So this code is irrelevant. It's not a falling block, so that's irrelevant. We are setting block type to material, which is air. That's fine. But it's not fire, so we don't need to worry about that. We are doing metadata stuff, but then we're doing that for all of our change blocks. And actually that reminds me, oh yeah, no, it's I was going to say, it reminds me, the metadata is supposed to revert after like 20 seconds or something, and it does. It's inside the set metadata. We change the metadata to match my name, so we give it a streamer tag. The block gets given a streamer tag with my name associated with it, and then in 5 minutes That's in ticks. So 20 ticks times 60. 20 ticks is 1 second times 60. 60 seconds times 5. It's 5 minutes. We remove that metadata tag. And we cancel. That's right. So these cancels were there to try and avoid lag. Why? I don't think the metadata tag's causing problems. I'm not sure. I've no idea what could be causing problems here. I think the only way of fixing this is to put like console logs in to see how far we get into this. Right, I need to make sure I make a note of where I am code-wise. We go bed. So let's just, can I put a breakpoint there? Yeah. Is that, yeah. So now I can just click on that there, and it takes me back here. Okay. Right. What I'm thinking is I'm going to do a plugin dot getlogger info attempting to find bed at we want to do this X, Y, Z. We're just going to do a bit of debugging, which is very important for coders. X, Y, Z. And then if it did find it as a bed, then we do plugin.getlogger.info bed found at X, Y, Z. Okay. So this will tell us whether or not we're even finding the bed, or if the problems maybe with the utilities function I've got. I'm not sure. But LP, all I'm going to say is server's going to go off again. I don't know if you're still on the game. You are. Right, my bed is set. Yeah, server's going to go off again. Just because I need to update the thingy. No, I know, LP. You were warned. I did say the server's going to go off every now and then, as I'm making changes and whatnot. Right, I'm stopping it now. Okay. Let me just hit build again on here. Build. Let me get my folders up. Jesus, Welpy, what are you doing? It's taken ages to save the world. Stick name plugins, save. Right. There we go. I was mining iron. Oh, I see. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I'm going to load it back up now because I've copied the plugin over. Do you know what I think what we might do? Just while I'm waiting for this to load up. I'm going to have a read of Streamsmith CV. Let's see. Yo, Streamsmith, he's gonna love the current employer. Just saying that. You are old. I say that, you're not. Actually, I say that. You left school. You got your GCSEs the year before I started school. Let me know if you think anything needs to be changed. Yeah, I'll give it a proper read through after stream. I'm not gonna like, you know, go through it right now, like combing through. I just wanted to sort of see it. I just wanted to have a look at it. It's interesting. Right, keep that open in the background. Let me get the here we go. Stream control up. Overlay coding. Cool. Right. That's a weird version of World Edit. Okay. I can't believe there's 1,400 commands on the server. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see if I pull up Minecraft. The server's almost back up. LP. It's just loading the worlds and just enabled world guard and it's up. There we go. Right, do we think it's gonna work? So right click on the bed. Let's have a look. But I mean, I haven't changed anything, so I don't know why it would. Okay, here we go. Okay, I've got a ton of attempting to find bed at, and then there's a bunch of like coordinates. It successfully found a bed at 35,640. 34. Well, yeah, because I'm a. Yeah, there we go. 35,640. It found the bed. So it's not a problem with finding the bed. It must then be a problem with turning it into air. Right? Maybe I can't just set its type. Maybe I need to actually do something with it. But this was working. LP, I'm not going crazy. This was working, wasn't it? Like, before. Let's put back over to the code. Okay, so we know that we're not... Whoa. Okay, let's do some... There we go. Pressing all the wrong buttons today. I think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was working. I think I've just, like, screwed things up a bit here. Yeah, okay, that's all good. Okay. We're gonna have to box a bit clever here. Oh. Right. It's just clicked with me what's happening here. I think illegal state exception. It's failing to get the state. We've got this code here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. We've got this code here that says b.getState. B being the block that we are currently trying to change. And the problem we're getting is an illegal state exception. So, okay, getState is the only... I was hoping that there'll be a different method that's called like get state safe or get state if not null or something, you know, some kind of function that would return a state if there is a state, but if not, or if it's an illegal state or an invalid state or something, it would just return null or something. But shoot. Okay, so that I'm 99% sure that's it. There's one way of testing, which is to comment that out, but that won't actually work because I'm pretty sure we use states to... Do we use states? Actually, I don't think I use states anywhere. I don't use state anywhere. I'm not going to use state anymore. I think that was an old piece of code that I had there that would... I was going to use to revert when with the delay, but in the end that didn't work. Cool. Well, LP, you know what that means, don't you? It means the server's got to go back offline. I mean, tell you what. Let me try and reload it. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm not convinced this is gonna work if I just reload it, because it got all buggy before. Just gonna make sure it's built. Okay, so it's all built. Let's copy this over here. Plugins, place, and then all I need to do is actually look at my screen. There we go. Because I just need to do a reload confirm. Once that's copied. Okay, copied. Right, server's probably gonna lag a bit, just because I'm doing a reload. Poor XP is just spinning around me. If we can get this bed sorted, I mean, we spent an hour trying to fix the bloody bed and then tomb. We haven't even started on the commands yet, but we'll get started on the commands in a second. This fixes it. It takes forever, Jesus Christ. We might be okay. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're all good. They got a bit of lag. Ooh. Right. Let's just try and use destroy bed. Oh, it's still on cooldown. Of course it is. Of course it's still on cooldown. Oh yeah, let me also just pull Minecraft up. There we go. Right, I'm just gonna reduce the cooldown of bed, and I'm also actually gonna reset the entomb back to 5 minutes. And I mean, now that we know that works, let's do that. Destroy bed. No, not 100 minutes, no. Alright, redeem. Hey, look at that. We still get an error. Why do we still get an error? Illegal plugin access execution. What do you mean? What? Oh, no, okay. We're actually fine. Oh, here we go. Illegal state exception. Player set spawn event may only be triggered synchronously. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bug. That's interesting. I got 2 errors. One of them is just because I did a reload and didn't actually do a restart. That's fine. Whatever. I don't have to worry about that one. But we did actually get a genuine error, which is one that I'm aware of. It's one that we used to get before, but stopped getting it a while back. But now I'm getting it again now. And let me just show you what that is. So, specifically, it's this here. P.set bed spawn location, I believe. Is that the one? Player set spawn event. Yeah. So this here, for some reason, it's having a hissy fit and it's not allowing me to set the spawn. Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, the thing is, but first things first, because we destroyed the bed, it doesn't exist. It's an invalid bed now. So we don't have to set the spawn location. This line of code I've got here doesn't have to be there. I just put this here because I thought it might fix things. It didn't. However, it turns out, so you can do set bed spawn location. We're getting an error of that because it needs to be run synchronously, even though it is. This isn't being run asynchronously, unlike the block change task and stuff. That does get run, I think. Okay, that doesn't actually get run asynchronously, but it's, you know, it's set up in a certain way that it's all fancy and performative. But this gets set bed spawn location. That's not being run asynchronously, even though it's apparently not having any of it. But then you can do this force thing, which I'm kind of hoping. Okay, no, that just forces the spawn location whether or not a bed is present, which it's not actually. So that could be it. It might be that it's attempting to obtain a bed at that location and it's having a hissy fit. and it's, oh, you need to run asynchronous. I don't know. That's all rubbish, you know. Anyway, alternatively, you could have a mean version of bed spawn where the spawn is a random block in an area, but that would be hard not knowing if it spawns you in the ocean, a mountain, or something. We could pick a 10 or something, but we could pick 10 randoms. That's a good idea. What I'm thinking, that's a good idea. That makes me think maybe we could do like a set random spawn, and it would be, you know how we got the portals going out to like random places, random biomes. We do that just nowhere near the portals. I mean, what I mean is we basically have like a random desert spawn, a random jungle spawn, an ice spike spawn, etc, etc. You know, maybe a what is it, Moonlight Valley or whatever it's called. I think it's Moonlight Valley. The biome I really like, the purple looking one. You know, a mushroom island spawn, a skyland spawn. That might be a bit harsh, but essentially a different spawn for the different areas. Again, we wouldn't want them near the portals because that's just too easy. I would just end up like walking through the portal. So we'd want to do a different biomes, as in, you know, the same, I guess, biome types, but different physical biomes. Yeah, and then yeah, channel point redemption, maybe make it 10k or something like that. How much is the bed one? It's 1k. Maybe we would make it like 2.5k or something, where you can, like you said, it's a mean version. It would maybe that doesn't destroy my bed, because I'd rather have destroy bed be the destroy bed one, but maybe it discards my bed location, as in it disassociates me with the bed, as in this here, set bed spawn location. It does that, but it just uses, like you said, a random location from a list. That could be good. I think that's a good idea. Something we'll work on some other point. Something I'll probably end up working that one off stream. But yeah, I think now that we've got that fixed, I just wish you couldn't see the in-game that we used it, so you can't just run home and click your bed again. I can't see it in-game. I don't see it in-game. I see it in the Twitch chat, and I can't turn that off. That's a built-in Twitch feature. I could hide Twitch chat, but then I wouldn't see when you redeem hydrate and stuff, you know. Unfortunately, I don't think you can turn that off. Check. No. Once they are in-game commands, I guess it's not an issue. Oh yeah, in-game commands, I wouldn't know. There's not going to be any notification to me to say that you spawned TNT or anything. Assuming that an in-game redeem won't show on Twitch, it won't. You are correct. An in-game redeem will not show on Twitch. You are spot on with that one. Right, I think now is when we need to move on to commands. So, what do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of utilities, and we're going to leave the rest up here. Right, I'm just going to fly up over here on the server. I'm just going to sit myself here, because we're not actually going to be touching Minecraft for a bit now. The plan is to have a look at this commands documentation. So, assuming this works, let me just press my button. Oh, yes, look at that. Lovely. You can see the web page and everything. I think. I don't actually have a preview up on my phone. I should probably get one up. Let me get a preview up on my phone. Oh, I've got to go through an ad. Lovely. Yeah, so we're on this lovely page here. And this here is documentation for the command framework I've got. Specifically ACF, which I think stands for ACR Command Framework. I think. Probably says somewhere on this page. I could be wrong. But basically, it's supposed to be some sort of modular command framework that makes making commands so much easier compared to the vanilla way of doing things. I'm also using a library called Task Chain as well, which is what we're going to use for macros. That is literally what it is what it's called. It's a task chain. You can chain tasks with delays and everything in between them. It's going to be great. And thankfully, these two are actually, I believe, independent from Minecraft. I think they were built with Minecraft in mind to begin with, but they've since been adapted and evolved to the point where they are not reliant on Minecraft, but they do still work with Minecraft. But yeah, so because I know it says here, you know, bucket, paper, bungee, sponge, and I know on task chain again it also mentions where is it, bucket, spigot, paper, Minecraft. But it does, these both do work independently from Minecraft, which is great, which means we don't have to touch Minecraft code at all. It's going to be great. Anyway, I think we need to have a quick look at some example commands. Let's have a look. What I don't even know where to start here. Real examples on the right. Here we go. There's some real examples. So this is kind of what we would expect for our command. We need to create a class, give it a name, followed by the word command. Apparently this extends a base command, which is interesting. Do we get to see the base command? Not sure. I don't know if we do. No, so it doesn't look like we get to see the base command, which kind of sucks. Oh, okay, apparently I can... Great, for a complete example bucket plugin that demonstrates most ACF features. In that case, we're going to look at that. Okay, so this is actually some actual code. Wow, web page is going a bit slow. Okay, so this here is like the main thing, which I've got here. This lovely bit of code here. This is my main like plugin file. This is like the main code file. So when the server loads up, it runs the code in this file. Specifically, this on enable, where we create our task chain factory, which is what we use to chain our tasks, and our command manager, which is this ACF command thing. I know you can probably barely see this in the bottom right of the screen, so maybe I'll just quickly switch over. Bloody hell, this is why I didn't want to switch away from my stream deck, because it glitches out every time I close it. I have no idea if that just worked. Please tell me it worked. Kind of waiting for my preview. Yes, okay, cool. Yeah, so we've got this on enable method here. We've got task chain factory, which is what we use to create our task chains for the macro thing, macro system. We've got command manager, which is our command manager. Hello, LP. I just heard the block sounds and it's like, what? Oh, LP, what do you mean by am I already synced with Twitch to test? As in, are you like already good to go, like to use commands? If so, then no. Yes, but no. Redeem in this game wants the commanders. Yeah, so at the minute there isn't any linkage. The commands are free. I'll be setting up the link later on at some point. No, it won't be today. For now, the commands are just going to be usable in game. You can just use them as yourself. There's no link to Twitch at all in this case. The cooldowns, on the other hand, will be shared. So when someone uses it on Twitch, you won't be able to use it in game, and vice versa. However, the in-game cooldowns are 10 seconds for all of the cards. Like, it's regardless of what it is on Twitch, the cooldowns are 10 seconds in game. Eventually they will be in sync, as in like they will share the same thingy. Also, LP, I don't remember making you up. When did you become up? Interesting. Oh, I think you use the same permissions file from before. Interesting. Because this server is the backup of the old server, the old community server, just with the new world and the new data packs. Anyway, yeah, so this code here is what gets run when the server starts up. we register any events, so that's there is what is responsible for stopping entity damage. So for example, when creepers or TNTs blow up next to you guys that were spawning by the channel points, they don't hurt you, but they hurt me. The same with breaking blocks. Actually, do they hurt you? They shouldn't hurt you. Same with destroying the blocks. They only destroy my blocks as long as they were recently placed. That's all handled in this register events. Register commands. So that is at the moment empty. Like, I mean, we've got a dependency which I'm not going to go into in this stream. But this is where we'd add our commands. I say that there's going to be one command because we're going to make all of the different torture commands sub commands of one main command, which means I think we only have to register one main command, and this command framework will do the rest for us. At least it should do. We'll have to create each individual command separately, but we don't have to register them. Then we've got some config stuff. This is all like rubbish that has been there for like a year and a half now, basically. Nothing here has changed. Basically, it just sets the config file up. I will be changing, however, the players part. That's going to be separated into its own separate config, or maybe a database thing. I'm thinking maybe a database. So that'll be separate. And then a cooldowns array. It's just an empty list of strings, yeah. And then we've got core protect stuff because I have to hook into core protect, cooldown stuff. Anyway, this is all code that gets run when the server starts up, basically, which matches up with what we see on the web browser. So let me pull the web browser back up again. There we go. Right. So in the web browser, this guy does a register commands function on enable. Well, I showed you we have one of those. He also sets a local like command manager to be equal to a new paper command manager, which I've also got already. He's got this enable unstable API. I don't know what that is. He, however, does have one thing that I'm going to use, and that is command manager dot enable unstable API help, because apparently part of this command framework is that I don't have to write any help stuff out myself. I don't have to create any, like, you know, help informational help for it. This framework should build the help command for us, which sounds great. LP, what did you just do? I've just like popped back over to Minecraft because I thought you'd be up to something, and you've just entombed me in Bedrock. What's going on? Right. There we go. Let me get back to code. Okay, so we've got a help API enabled now, so I'm happy with that. I'm actually just right. What else does he recommend? Set up some replacement values that may be used inside of the annotations dynamically. Command replacements. Okay. Apparently we can replace things. I don't know what that's about. I'm sure I'm going to learn that at some point. Register custom command contexts. I'm sure at some point I'm going to have to learn about that. Apparently we're able to replace register custom command contexts. If that makes no sense to you, don't you worry. I'm not really sure the context of it in this particular instance. Register command completions. I know what that means. This will be accessible with command completion test. Yeah, so when you type a command in Minecraft and you get like the tab completion list where like when you're trying to give yourself a block and you've got like you can tab through all the different blocks, or when you're trying to teleport to someone you can tab through the names. That's completions. We can, with this command framework, we can register our own completions. So for example, I can register all of the different torture types, as in like let's say you want to do an entomb, or yeah, let's say you want to do an entomb and you don't want to have to look through the list of all the different kinds of things. You can type en tab and it will complete it for you. It will recognize that that's what you mean. You can tab through them. So that's nice and simple. I think I can hear LP building. Oh, you just dropped me to the ground. I know what you're talking about. Sure, LP, sure. Right, what else is there? Register command conditions. Oh, yes, so this is something as well. This is really interesting. We can set up conditional commands. I'm not sure in what scenario I'm going to use that. I mean, I guess with the cooldown, I guess. Yeah, I suppose I'm going to have to do that with cooldowns. The only problem is I think I'm going to have to do that per command, and I don't really want to do that. I'd rather do it inside the command itself, as in tell it that it needs its own cooldown to be 0. Does that make sense? As in it's not on cooldown. I'd rather not have to do it in this one enable logic code. Like, yeah. Register command conditions, yeah. Optionally register dependencies. I've got dependencies sorted already. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then register commands. First command demonstrates adding an exception handler. Previous command, this means it registers additional subcommands under the same command. Wait, hang on a sec. So register an additional command. This one happens to share the same command alias as the previous command. This means it simply registers additional subcommand under the same command, but organized into separate classes. Right, okay. Register default exception handler. I don't really care about that. Test command for Brigadier. I don't know what that is. Okay, interesting. So that class is we should be all good. Let's have a look at some command. Let's have a look at an example command that apparently works on Bucket. Here we are. So we need to create a file. It extends base command. That I can understand. I can understand base command because I feel like that's part of this plugin, this library. So let's do that. We're going to create a new class and we're going to call this one torture command. That'll be like our base command, the one that all of our individual torture commands are based on, essentially. I forget this isn't C#. Extends base command. Yes, there we go. Awesome. So we've got our torture command that extends base command. It doesn't have any default stuff that needs pulling in by the looks of it. I've also just realized you can't really see the code very well, so I'll transfer back over to that. Before I do, you'll notice that this particular line here that I'm highlighting, I don't know how well you can see me highlighting those two lines. We've got command alias, which is essentially what you would type after the slash, and then a description, which I think the help command, the help thingamajig, the auto help builder thing, probably uses the description to some extent, as well as the context as well, where you have to set up context and stuff. But we'll figure that out later. But yeah, so let me switch back over to code. Overlay coding. Right, I'm hoping that's just switched over. Yeah, okay, cool. Right. So we're in our code here. Let's just get this set up with command alias, and we're going to tell it that this command is torture, and we can use the pipe. We can use this pipe character here, and we can use that to tell it these are different aliases. So you can do /torture or /t or /ttp, for example, for Twitch torture points. Maybe I was going to say /tp, but that's taken. Is /t used? Does anyone know if /t is used already? Because I know the keybind T is used to talk, to bring up the chat, but I don't know if /t is used. We'll leave that as that for now, though, and then at description, we're going to put base torture. Nope, /t is error. Awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So /t will be, yeah, the options are /torture, /ttp, and /t. Those are the aliases that will trigger the torture command. Obviously, keep in mind with the client side mod, though, you won't have to type any of this. You'll be up if you've got a macro. You can keybind it to a keyboard shortcut, and that will trigger it automatically. I think what I'm going to do is, like I said before, I'm thinking there's probably going to be, I think, 5 keybinds in total, and I think those will be shared between macros and base commands. So you could then keybind, I don't know, like P or something to entomb or to TNT, and then O would be a macro, and I would be, I don't know, destroy my bed. U would be another macro, whatever. You could pick and choose what keys do what. And again, you could choose whether or not you want to assign to a macro or whatever, but that's, not important at the minute. For now, we want to get these commands set up. So for now, it would be /t for torturing. Right. Oh, sweet. Apparently the plugin is actually, that's nifty, that is, because I need that at dependency. So we can pull in dependencies. Again, I'm not going to go into dependency today. It's a little bit more advanced. I can give a basic outline of it. Basically, all it is we can tell the code to expect something in the background that we don't necessarily have to give it. Instead, by the time the plugin's loaded up and everything, it's already got like a bunch of stuff set off to the side that we can refer to. It's probably the best way I can explain it without going all technical. But it basically means that I don't have to specifically give it information. It will just know information, based on the type of information it wants. So, for example, here I'm going to go do a that there. So we're doing private plugin. So private means that we can only refer to this within this torture command class. Plugin is the type of this object, and then plugin with a lowercase. So plugin with the uppercase is the type of the object. Plugin with the lowercase is the name I'm giving it. And because I've marked it with an @ dependency here, this annotation, that's what these are called, annotations. I don't have to tell it what plugin is, it just knows. Once the server's up and running and this code is running, it knows what plugin is. I don't have to say plugin is our plugin. I don't have to say, I don't have to in somewhere else in the code say, torture command.plugin is equal to this. It just knows. That's how dependencies work, and it's great. That's called dependency injection, and it is mwah. I'm using a lot of it at work at the minute. It's great. By the way, Streamsmiths, that's something that I don't know if it's covered in the course, the basic course, but it's definitely something you'd want to learn at some point. I'm not saying you would need it necessarily to get the junior dev job. You wouldn't, but it's definitely something you'd need to know, like with what I'm doing. That's dependency injection. It's great. It's great. It's lovely. But it is something I would consider a little bit more advanced, is all. Right. Okay, so this is interesting. Apparently, based on this web page here, we can set context per command, which is great. That is exactly what we want. I'm not going to be too fussed about setting context right now. And like I mentioned before, in this context, I've not, like in this particular context that we're working in, I don't know what setting context means. I have no idea if that involves us telling the code that we need these specific arguments, like we need a name of a torture command, we need like a delay value. I don't know. We'll get to that later though. So we've got dependencies. That's fine. Right, and then it just jumps straight into subcommand, which is great. That's exactly what we want. So let's get a subcommand set up. Subcommand. What do we want the alias for this one to be? Let's do TNT first. Let's do spawn, and then we would do a public class spawn command. I think. Is that how we do it? I know you can have subclasses, because I did see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yes, that needs to extend base command. So yeah, we can have subclasses, and then within here we would do a at subcommand TNT, and then here we would do a public void on TNT on spawn TNT. Hold on a second. So pressing tab after typing might pop out command completions. Name world, provide world as completion. It's foobar, so only that value is sharp as a completion. Okay. Right, okay, I'm picking up. So I'm just figuring out how to use command completion here. I guess. What do we want to do? I suppose we'd want to do the completion on this one, wouldn't we? Command completion. So after you've done /spawn. This would be where we have to take in at type. Yeah. Why is that not having any of that? Oh, something tells me you can't do command completion on a class. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, actually, I've also just realised we probably also want to do an alias as well. command alias, and this will be S. And actually, I think, yeah, we need to do that. There we go. For some reason, command completion won't work on this. Does it not work on a class? It might not. It's a bit annoying. Okay, cool. Right, let's get rid of that then. Right, so on spawn TNT, what do we want to pass into this? This is where I'm forgetting what what I've already got set up in the plugin. This one here. Right, let's go to the spawn command. Here we go, spawn. So it is literally just a type of mob and an amount of the mob. That's easy. That is real easy. So string type int amount. Yeah. And we want to do on here, I want to do a command alias TNT. Oh wait, no, I just realized TNT is the type, so amount, isn't it? That's all we want. We don't need a tab completion on that. And then it is literally just a case of doing this. Is it really going to be this simple? I mean, kind of. Not really. What I need to do is I need to figure out okay. This is tricky. This is going to be tricky because this torture command already has, yeah, it already has who the command's being applied to. And I know that at the minute we're going to have it hard coded to me, but I would like to do the hard coding outside of the command, as in I'd like to be able to pass a player through to the command and I just hard code me as the subject of these commands at like a top level. So to fix that, to make the change so that it applies to everyone, it's like simple, it's just one change as opposed to having to go through every single command. The thing is, I don't want to modify this either because, like, really this should, yeah, this should trigger, this should be fine for Twitch. Like, I don't want to modify the existing stuff, but I do need to somehow get this working. So let's see, we want to go what is the current spawn syntax? Let me have a look. Specifically spawn TNT. So the thing is, I'm going through the config at the minute just so I can have a look. So spawn TNT, so it's SP and then the type and then the number. Okay, SP type number. SP type number star. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go string command name that, but that's not that. I'll do semicolon, thank you. I actually then need to take amount and add that to the end. There we go. So SP TNT plus amounts followed by star, and then I need to go torture command. Yeah. have no idea which one's which. It'll be that one. T is equal to connection dot commands dot get command name. Okay, so that'll give us the command as in the matching Twitch command, which is what we want. We want the matching Twitch command because then that gives us the cooldown on the cost. Yeah, so then I want to do plugin dot. Guess what I really want to do? Private Twitch torture points. Then this is called plugin equals that. Okay. I'm gonna do plugin dot on cooldown T. Okay, so that tells us if it's on cooldown. Great, perfect. If not on cooldown, then we want to action it. That's great. And add to cooldown. Plugin dot add to cooldown T. I still need to get these tasks set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new thing in here. In util, I'm going to make a new package and call it tasks. And we want to do a new Java class spawn mob task. Come over here, and I'm actually just going to like nick it out of here. Where's spawn my task areas? Okay, why are we having errors? What's going on? Apparently that's broken. What's happened? Oh, that's fine. That fixes that. And then over here, we should just be able to not pull that in. Why can't we pull that in? Oh, because of that. There we go. Now we can pull it in. Okay. We still need to get... Oh, well, we know what that is. That's got to be entity type.tnt. Prime TNT. That's fine. We still need the location. We still need to find me. How are we going to find me? I mean, the only other thing I can think of is that we passed a player through, as in, like, you would pick the player. Do we want to do that? I don't know. I feel like... yes, okay, we could do that. And I think we should for now. But that does mean that... LP, we could target you. Player, let's do online player. Import online player. Oh god. That one? Sure. Here we go. Bring it on. Alright then. In which case, let's get a command completion set up. And here we would do star. No? Really? Oh, it's because I put a semicolon on there. Okay, so player dot get name. Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. So what we do is we would do location L equals player dot get player dot get location. Yeah, and then player p equals player dot get player. So I actually need to move that up there. This would then be p dot. Cool. If I've got this set up properly, Prime TNT might be ready. I just need to add it to the command manager. Register new torture command. Yeah, there we go. Are we using the other torture command? We are apparently. What am I using that in? I'm using it somewhere. Oh, it's because I need to add to cooldown, yeah. Okay, I think I don't know if it's ready, to be honest. I don't know if I have to actually register subcommands. I know there are several subcommands, so let me just check in the ACF, for example, base class, to see if we actually have to populate the command, register all of them. I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think you do. Yeah, I genuinely don't think we need to register each individual command. I think we just need to register the base command, our torture command. Guess there's only one way of finding out. I mean, LP, do you reckon we're ready for testing? Should we shut the server down? Boom, boom. I'm assuming that boom means yes. Also, what's with the copper? Right, I'm going to take that boom as a yes. Let's go. Right, let me just build it. There we go. Build success. Twitch torture points. Copy it into plugins. Replace. Right, let me just switch Minecraft back on. Overlay, coding, Minecraft. So now you should see Minecraft. Love it. Even though we're about to actually disconnect because we're stopping the server. Whoa, what happened there? I've just switched over to the server and there's a massive error. Like several hundred lines. Oh, you pasted something. What did you paste? Whatever you pasted, it like broke something. It's also like 13 seconds behind. The tower, I moved it. Oh, okay. Right, well, I'm stopping the server, right? Are we ready for me to stop the server so we can like then reboot it back up and, you know, see if we can spawn TNT on each other? Do it. Right. And thankfully, because I was clever and I set up these tasks, both the Twitch command and in-game command should run through the same task, which means they go through the same process of setting metadata, etc, etc, etc. It means, though, that TNT spawn on you will affect you and only you. TNT spawn on me will affect me and only me. Or at least it should do. I mean, we're both in creative anyway. Well, I'm in creative. You might not be, but I'm in creative. You might want to move into creative. You probably are, actually, seeing as you was playing with the tower. I wasn't. Oh, well, okay. You might want to get yourself in creative then. Because I'm summoning TNT on you. I did spectate to entomb you, otherwise 100% survival. Oh, fair enough, okay. Yo, Streamsmiths, you been learning any more coding? I noticed you dodged the question yesterday. Actually, I think you might have answered it after I asked it like a second time, but yeah. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you didn't answer it. I think the question you answered was, should I stream coding today? Was back at it today and a little. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's nothing in the server log to indicate to me that anything would have gone wrong in loading that command. Yeah, no, it's... Okay, cool. Let's jump back on. Ah, what? Error? Why error? Cannot invoke on cooldown because the return value of is null. Oh, that's interesting. That's do you know what, that is completely fine. Let's not worry about it. LP, I'm gonna have to reboot the server again. I do apologize. Basically, the dependency injection isn't working with the plugin. That's all it is. Yeah. It's just dependency injection broken. I just need to register a new dependency. Command manager.register dependency at Twitch torturepoint.class. This. There we go. And actually, I think I've already got get command manager, which means I can remove my command manager dependency. Sweet. Right. So yeah, I do apologize, LP. Just because the dependency injection wasn't actually converting the plugin properly. So, whoops. I'm just going to stop the server again. Before I do though, I do actually need to rebuild the code. Get it copied over. So now I am specifically. I have now specifically set the plugin as a dependency in the correct format so that it'll actually bloody load up properly. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll actually register. Yeah. Yeah, Streamsmiths, have you had any like putting what you've learned to use yet? Because I know that was one of the things that you was asking me about, as in like what kind of project you can take on to help learn the code with. And I remember I suggested a to-do app. Do you remember that? Have you had any chance to put it into practice? All right, let's start the server back up. At some point, I really need to get my code editor set up to run the server locally within there. I haven't yet. Need to learn more first. Oh, fair enough. Is this you telling me to get my ass in the gear? I'm just wondering. That's all. Just being nosy, wondering if you actually put it into practice yet. I could use an OCR to grocery shopping list app. OCR, that's like optical content recognition or something, isn't it? Is that what it is? No, wait, OCR to grocery. OCR, what would OCR stand for there? Character. But yeah, okay. Yeah. I've forgotten what the O was for. I know I literally just said it, but I completely forgotten what the O was for. Optical character recognition, yes. For some reason, I just had a little mini stroke, and I completely forgot what O was. Yeah, optical character recognition to grocery shopping list app. How does that work? Like, what do you mean? As in you would like scan a written list. Let me guess. Your wife writes a list for you. Like she physically writes a list for you to do with the grocery shopping. No. Oh, do you write a list for her and she gets annoyed at you? I write it. Thank you very much. Okay. The question is, why do you want a nap then? Do you not like? Why don't you just type it out on your phone? Oh, are you kidding me? That's really annoying. Oh. What's with the error? There was already an instance of registered. No, there isn't. Is there? Am I? I'm such an idiot. One sec. Apparently, I don't have to register this dependency because it already exists. I'm not sure about that. We will see. Not based on the documentation I read. Right. Let's try that again. Right, so no, I write it, take a pic with my phone, and then when I shop, I draw over the image to check off things. I do the menu, grocery list, and shopping. Ah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. So I see what you're saying. So you would an app that would let you scan, you know, take a picture of your grocery list, and then you can like maybe it turns it into a checklist essentially, and you can like tick it off, and it'll like strike it out and make it like, you know, transparent or something, you know, like it'll go like 50% transparency, like grey or whatever. That could be really cool. That could be really cool. Are you taking notes, Streamsmiths? Sounds like something you could work on. And actually, having said that, that is actually the kind of thing that we would do at work, like make an app and have some kind of camera functionality that lets you scan or something. But yeah, are you gonna work on it? Are you gonna start making it? You can make money with that. I reckon you could, unless it already exists. I don't know. If it doesn't already exist, you could probably make some money with that. You could, you know, I'm wondering how you would, like, because people probably wouldn't pay for it, but because I mean it's quite a simple thing. But you could like put ads on it or something, you know, at the bottom or top of the app. I don't know. You could monetize it some way. You know what they say? Free is the new. What do they say? People pay for free or whatever it is. Sell it to Tesco. Do you know what? Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? My phone not charged. What's going on with my phone? This is weird. Like, odd. Right, server's back up, by the way. So if I do /t spawn TNT, let's do me first. Sunbucks 1. Oh, look at that. That did go boom. Okay. I want my portion of proceeds for the idea. Yeah. Did it work? Yeah. That was laggy. That was laggy, wasn't it? That is lagging for you too, LP, right? It was behind. Oh shoot, you're in survival. I'm so sorry. Didn't realize you was in survival. Oh, hey, you place those blocks, so it's only blowing them up. Yeah, okay, that kind of works. Oh my god. I forgot that was a thing. It's actually login. Yes, I'm sorry. At least to keep your inventory. Yeah, that's interesting. It's still got the block logging, which is a bit annoying. Oh, yeah, no, so... Jesus! Okay, yeah, so there's obviously some work to be done there. It works, kind of, ish. Let's see. What I would like to see, maybe not an alpha. Oh yeah, no, just, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, so at the minute we can type in the arguments as in like 1/5 whatever. But when it's done, instead the only way you'll be able to do it is by doing T, and then you could do spawn and then TNT. I'm thinking actually. I'm trying to think. How do we do it? There's definitely going to be some kind of limitation. I just want to try something. Right. Okay. I am going to be honest. I think it being behind thing is entirely my side. It's not the plugin. It's not the command. I think it's me because I just used the Twitch command and that was delayed as well. So I think there's generally a problem with with the Twitch side, with the thingamajig breaking blocks. Well, we want that, don't we? Because I mean, if we do it here, if you do that, there you go. It will destroy the blocks I placed because I went and replaced these blocks. There you go. But they won't destroy if we do it. Yeah, there you go. That will destroy the rest of them. There you go. Nice. Okay, so we got commands working. I'm well happy with that. Like in-game commands. Great. Little hit then explosion. Yeah, I think that is entirely client side, like my side, as in my internet side sort of thing. So for example, like I said, if I can, it's 3 minutes away. If we do, I don't really have anything else that has like a delay like that. You know, something like that. So, are you writing something out? Yeah, so I think it's working, is what I'm thinking. Now, the only thing I want to try... Okay, so I couldn't do it more than once then. I'm just waiting for the cooldown to hit. There we go, right. 10-ish seconds, I think that was, roughly. Oh, lovely. I think I'm going to be honest, it is entirely possible. This is because I've run the server like 20 times in the last hour. Because I know that for some really weird reason, I have no idea why, but the server itself has a limitation on how many times it can be run efficiently every system reboot, and it's not like it's something they coded into it like themselves or you know, it's not something planned. I think it's either a problem with my computer or the specific file I've got, but I'm running into problems where, like, if I run the server 20 times, for example, then on the 20th time it takes about 2 minutes to load up instead of the 30 seconds it's supposed to take. You know, it takes forever to load up, and like then you get these delays, and basically the only fix is a reboot. And I don't really want to reboot right now. But we got the spawn command sorted. Well, the TNT command. Now, there is one thing I want to try. Def lags me using benches and stuff. Oh wait, are you when you're using crafting benches? Yeah. Oh god, random game spikes. Yeah. I think that's, like I said, it's entirely my PC. Like, it's on this end. It's not the plugin, I don't think. I think that we're pretty safe in assuming that. I will obviously do some testing off stream after I've rebooted, like probably tomorrow or something. I'll do some testing off stream where I do some in-game commands and make sure that they trigger instantly on like the first server boot up. But there's one thing I want to try, I'm going to get rid of Minecraft for a sec on the stream. I just want to try something, and that is if I comment this out. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm used to my Visual Studio. There we go. I'm used to my Visual Studio code. Right, mass comment that out. Right, public void spawn command. Right, and then we want to take string type online player int amount. Command completion. So the type would be at type star. Right, and then what we're going to try here is we want to go string command name equals sp. I'm thinking about how best to do this. Yeah, sp space then type dot to uppercase. No, that's not going to work. Right, this is where we might have to get a bit clever with our searching. So we want to go connection dot commands dot find select, no, filter. This is where my Java knowledge falls short a little bit, I'm going to be honest. So we don't have a key, we instead want to filter, we want to go through them. Values, that's what we want. Values dot iterator, that could be good. We do want to iterate through them, I guess. For each, that would be useful. In that case, then we do x dot type is equal to spawn, and we can replace that with a equals. Should be an equals ignore case. Lovely. X dot criteria equals ignore case type. There we go. And x dot it would be argument 1 as an int is equal amount. Oh, I actually just realized I'm doing this all wrong. This isn't like a where, this is a for each. So for each element, if that then we want to do x dot should we do a connection dot action command? No, how do we do it? How do we do it in connection? How do we run these commands? No, it is action command. Is X not? What? Hang on, whoa, hang on a second. Is X is a torture command. Why can't we action the command? No, it's because There we go. So plugin. Oh, we need a UUID. Oh, actually, we can do that. We've got player dot get player dot get unique ID. Love it. X. Null. Oh, this is tricky. How do we tell who could redeem the command? Oh, that's how. I'm an idiot. We just have to pass in command sender. Love it. Real simple. And we just cast it as a sender dot get name. Perfect. Love it. Real easy. I mean, this is like massive bit of code. There we go. Okay. Player p equals player dot get player. There we go. P dot get. There we go. Okay. Right now. Oh god. Okay. I thought you'd type more in chat. It's all good. It's all good. Right. I think now the plan is to just see if this works. Before we do, I need to just add in some completion stuff apparently. So let's see if we can add some auto completion in. I don't know if we can do it in the command actually. In the command one. There we go. Can we do it within the command? I think actually we can. Yes, we can define a list, but I'd rather. Okay, this should be fine. Let's just do it for the main class. Here we go. Here we go. So, command register command completions. This will be accessible with command completion test. Awesome. Right. Command manager dot register. Was it register? No, I need to do a get command completions dot register async completion. We want to call this one, I guess, spawn. And then we just need to tell it what to expect. Arrays dot as list. Awesome. And then I just need to pass in a bunch of like stuff, which is a bit annoying, but that's fine. Right, where's all of this? What I'm going to do, just copy that. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do a search for string online replace. I'm staring at the code. Okay, that's good. Input data. My copper has started to age. Fair enough. First of all, let's find a bunch of spaces and replace it with empty string. That's cool. Pop that there. Let's also find the term else and replace that. I know you probably can't see much at the minute, but that's fine. So if that there gets replaced with, that's fine. No, I'm gonna have to bloody make this change myself. Oh, hang on. I have to go through and just delete some code myself. No, I want that. I want some of that. There we go. All I'm doing at the minute is I'm taking my existing code that was used to determine which type of mob to spawn, because it contains the mob name, and I'm using an online website. I'm using a website to replace some of the text, just so I can do mass changes. Basically, I can like replace all the common stuff in the code with like blank text. So, for example, the if command.criteria equals ignore case gets replaced with a blank string, and it just means formatting the code, formatting the strings is just so much easier. And all I'm doing at the minute is I'm manually deleting some of the stuff that I can't like auto replace, like specifically the each individual entity type. But that's fine. Now we just need to replace bracket with comma. There we go. Right. And now I've just got a nice string replaced list thingamajig. There we go. This is like the longest bit of code ever, but that is fine. Boom, done, sorted. Now I just need to go back in here at spawn. Is that right? Am I using that right? Yeah, cool. Save that. Let's rebuild this then. Right, LP, are we why am I in... what is going on? What? Why did you bury me? There we go. Oh yeah, some of your copper is time to your copper is aging. LP, are you ready for me to shut down again? I hope you are. Because you use so much chest, I didn't do a chest. There you go. Did you want your cobble as well? There you go. That's for you. Right. Yeah. Let me. We're gonna stop the server now. Pull Minecraft back up as well. Ugh. Ow. I should probably rebuild the plugin. There we go. That's rebuilt. Copy that into plugin. Plugins over there. Server's closed. Awesome. Reload it back up. How long is it going to take to load up? That's the golden question. 5 hours later. But yeah, so I'm going to be honest. Today has gone quite a bit slower than I was hoping in terms of our progress. We've got commands working though, like on a simple level, I guess. The great news is it's like registering new commands is so simple. I think it was good progress. It was, honestly, like it's more progress. It's more progress than it's less progress than I wanted, but more progress than I thought before going into this, if that makes sense, for what we did. So that we've done more for what we did than I thought we would be able to do, if that's not too complicated. Basically, with the code that we've written, I didn't think we would have this much done. I thought there would be quite a bit more. It would be a bit more involved to create commands, and it turns out it's like really is so simple. Right, we're back on. But if I am correct, T spawn Sunbucks. No. Oh, I might have butchered this a bit. Hang on. I might have butchered the auto completion. The code should still work in theory, but I may have butchered the auto completion. No. Yes. No, hang on a second. Spawn, and then we should have entity types, but it's coming up with my name. Interesting. Well, I mean, what you should be able to do is... Okay, what did you just do? Whoa. Did you turn me into survival? Why did you make me survival? Okay, for some reason, things are breaking. What's broken? Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Maybe. Additional arguments is no. Apparently I've broken something. Gave me an error on that, but still executed it. Yeah, it's all it. What error did it give you? Also, what command did you use? Spawn TNT Sunbucks 1. Okay. Yeah, so slash spawn. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. Oh no, wait, hang on. No, it's not. That's not the worry. Did you just get a creeper spawn on you? Yeah. I'm sorry, but there was an error performance command. Yeah. Well, I mean, it works. So now if I do the same, but if we say pig and we say 15. Yo. Yeah, I'm getting the... I'm sorry, but there was an error performance command, yeah. 15 pigs, look at that. That's one you don't see on the channel points. But it's a valid command. But did you get lag for that? Interesting. That was instant for me. Interesting. It's a valid command along with... I don't want to do this, but... there you go. Another valid command. You never see it on the server because I don't actually have a channel point redemption for it. But 50 cows? Entity cramming, yeah, literally. There's some of them probably died actually, but there 50 cows spawned. I promise you 50 cows would have spawned then. Actually I can't promise you that. If I had a Twitch command set up for it, I could promise you that. I couldn't promise you that through the slash command because I don't know if it skips over, if it runs into issues, if it skips over any for loops, any of the iterations in the for loop. So maybe it might have skipped over some because of entity cramming. Maybe it detected it couldn't spawn them. I'm not sure. But yeah, so anyway, that was good. What other commands can we do? What else can we spawn? Do you know what? Something we don't actually tend to see much of. Oh god, what did you just... That sound! How many did you just summon? 10 TNT. Yeah, it's a valid command. Name an entity. Any entity. Unfortunately, tab completion doesn't seem to be working right now, but, like... LP, if you can name an entity, or if you want, you can try and spawn one, if you can guess what the syntax is for it. It's not hard, to be honest. Ravager, okay. Do I... Oh, I don't know if I've got Ravager set up. Are you ready? I'm going to spawn it on me, actually. Yes, Ravager is set up. Oh, you did it as well. Yo, watch out. Run, 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 run. Run! Run, LP! Run! How much health do they have? Oh, there we go. The other one's over here, isn't it? Let me kill this one. Yeah, Ravagers work. What else is there? Oh, there you go. That's smart. There's one that I really want to try, but it's going to be really destructive. Should we do the destructive one? Okay, that's one of them. That didn't actually spawn. Did I get the syntax wrong? Yeah, I did. I got the syntax wrong. There we go. There he is. I was going to say, why isn't there any logic? What's he doing? Yeah, where's that? There it is. Jesus, these things have a lot of health, don't they? Why has he got so much health? Why is he regenning as well? He's regenning health. Alfie, what have you done? Yo, that Ender Dragon over here. Are you feeling alright? How you doing? I think he's trying to break blocks, but I don't think he's allowed to. Interesting. LP, where are you at right now? Are you dead? Or did you log off? Oh, you're still here. Oh, you're right there. Oh, do you reckon this? Oh, what we got? Sharpness level 100. Yo, that did like nothing to him. Also, why can I only hit him every so often? Oh, do you reckon that's the server lag? That might be the server lag. This is so weird. I think it's server lag. Where did that dragon go? He's over here. I've just realised, I think I've got wild guard on, which is stopping the dragon from destroying things. Jesus. Do you see why I don't spawn the... Whoa. Yo, I've just realised what's going on here. They're fighting each other. There we go. Bit of lag there, love it. Right, where'd the Never Star go? There it is. Okay, now he's all laggy. He's gonna die soon, isn't he? Boss bar list. No custom boss bar outfit. No, okay. Oh, things are going a bit. What's going on? Did you just get hit like 500 times? He's cheating. He's going into the world. Right, he'll come back out soon. There he is. Hey, bud. How much health does he have? Do you reckon he's invincible? Oh god, yeah, the server's running like 40 seconds behind. It's crazy. Yeah, that'll do it once it catches up. Oh, okay. I think next time we know we shouldn't spawn destructive mobs when the server's having a bit of a hissy fit. But yeah, okay, so that was good. Yo, that cow, like, oh, there we go. I think the cows are dead. Why is he flying up? What's he doing? Oh my god, he killed you. I thought he said you killed him. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. There we go. Why's it got to be so loud? Okay, well that was fun. Let's not spawn any more of those. Anyway, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to call that there. Just because we made plenty of progress. I've got some stuff I want to work on off stream. As in adding more commands. To be honest, I do need to figure out a way of limiting certain things. As in, what I mean by that is I want to be able to limit, so you can't spawn 50 ender dragons and etc, you know. So put simply, I need to figure out a command syntax that you can use, but doesn't actually... Yeah, command syntax that you can use that isn't gonna break things. Basically, I think I need to come up with a set of predetermined commands that you can just... that have names that you can use. So it would be something like /spawn... /t, and then it would maybe it would be spawn, and then it would be TNT, and then there's like a predefined amount that you can use. So like it would be hard coded, so TNT you can only do one, and then like, you know, you couldn't do Ender Dragon, that wouldn't be in the list. Wither wouldn't be in the list. Basically, these commands would probably still have the same syntax, but they would be restricted so that they only have supported values. So if you did creeper, you could only do one. If you did skeleton, you could do 1 or 2. If you did zombie, you could do 1, 2, 3. And the cost would be variable as well, if that makes sense. I mean, it already is on Twitch anyway. The although you can't see it, like I've already got Twitch channel point values for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 zombies and everything. You just don't see it. You only see the price of the free zombies because that's all that's there. But I do have prices for everything. Well, I have prices for everything that I had previously set up channel point redemptions for. There are certain things like in Tomb I don't have different prices for yet because I haven't needed to. But the different spawns, I do have prices for all of the different spawns. I think I have prices for all of the enchantments, the effects, sounds. I've got prices for a lot of them, and they're going to be shared with the in-game one. But yeah, like I said, I think that's where I'm going to call it for this one. Plenty of progress. I think we didn't get to do macros, but I do think I'm going to stream more of this, where next time we'll probably be working on macros. I think I'll get commands sorted off stream, and then I'll get those done before the next programming stream. The next Java programming stream. I did promise Streamsmith, so I'll be doing a C# stream later on this week, so that's coming first. Shadows is still trying to catch up on mine. If you mean glitching, it's because it's a permanent day. There's a command block underneath this gravel. There's 2 command blocks underneath these 2 granite blocks. They're like 50, like, I don't know, 20 blocks down. No. Oh, nice one, Streamsmith. Oh, there we go. We've got cows in the game. Whee! Keep trying to go back to that time, but jumping forward and back because of the lag from the dragon. Okay, I see what you're saying. LP. Yeah, but interesting. But yes, Streamsmith, I will be doing a C# stream later on this week. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing the stream on. I'm saying some sunset and shadows all around instead of one tick reset to 1,000. I see. Interesting. Weird. Yeah, I mean, the dragon and the wither definitely caused some problems there, 100%. And I'm going to be honest, it was probably the 25 pigs and 50 cows I spawned in. They probably didn't help either. And those that TNT and... But yeah. I think the project I'm going to work on, by the way, stream special for the C# stream later on this week. I say later on this week, it will be either Wednesday or Sunday, because I'm not streaming Thursday. Friday's the torture stream, and Saturday I've got IRL plans, so I'm not streaming Saturday. So it's probably either going to be Wednesday, so the next stream, or Sunday. And actually, having said that, I'd already wanted to get Final Fantasy 2 sorted for Wednesday. Probably going to be Sunday. Stream Fest, you got any plans Sunday? If you do, then I can actually put it off till next week. Got kids. That's fine then. We'll do it next week. We'll do it next Monday. Next Monday will be the C# stream. So I think Sunday we'll probably do Final Fantasy 2 as well. Or maybe Minecraft. We'll see. But yeah, next Monday then. Are you good Monday next week? If so, then we'll do C# then, and it'll be, I think, something you'll enjoy. Hopefully I'm working with you, but oh god, yeah, no, it won't be that soon. It won't be that soon, unfortunately. You know, there's all the red tape. You've got to hand your notice in. Well, I mean, having said that, there is always the possibility that you could just, you know, not work your notice, but, you know, I don't know if I'd recommend that. Anyway, yeah, next Monday we'll be doing C# stream, and it'll be something that I think you'll benefit from, because I'm going to be working on my project that will eventually be used to teach people C#. That makes sense. It's a little learning project, basically. Like real beginner friendly stuff. It's going to be nice and good. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah. Anyway, yes, I will hand over your CV. And yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. Live again on Wednesday from 7 PM UK time, where we're playing Final Fantasy 2. Then again on Friday, where we do our torture stream using the plugin we just worked on, even though you won't see this particular version of it. You'll see the current version that's on the live server right now, on the you know, the community server as it is right now, because I'm definitely not updating it to this version right now. But yes, thanks for watching. I do